What's up, guys? Jake here with JakesGotHerps, not to be confused with herpes. Herpes is nasty, and welcome to the Reptile Room. I know, pretty awesome. I'll let you guys just take it all in. I know most of you guys are shitting your pants right now, but you've probably already shat your pants waiting for me to upload this video because it has been a very long time since I've uploaded one of these videos, one of these updated Reptile Collection videos, so I do apologize for that. But instead of wasting my time talking about why I didn't make one and all that other stuff, I'm just going to get right into the video so you guys can see some really cool reptiles. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. I would ask for a like right now, but I don't want to be a tool, so I'm not going to. Or maybe I already did. Reverse psychology, what up? But in here, really cool reptile. This is actually the enclosure of a rough green snake, a North American colubrid. They're very cool because, one, they have really great camouflage. I hardly ever see this guy when he's hiding in these live plants in the foliage. They're obviously green like their name suggests. I uploaded a picture to my Instagram, which, by the way, if you're not following me, you should definitely do so. I'll link you guys in the description to my Instagram. But I uploaded a video, asking you guys if you could spot him when he was hiding in the foliage, and it's pretty difficult at times, and I hardly ever see him. He hides the majority of the day. But just a really cool snake. Also very cool because they're mainly insectivores, at least in captivity anyway. I'm sure in the wild they'd be more opportunistic and eat maybe some small mammals or even small amphibians, but in captivity you can feed them just crickets and they will do great on those, and it's really cool watching them eat, again, when you have the opportunity. Very hard to spot this guy, but really cool enclosure, live planted, and got the little castle crib there and just some other stuff in there for him to climb on. If I ever see him, I will do a video of him for you guys, but he's really difficult to spot at times and I hardly ever see him. It's actually my sister's guy, but she was redoing her room, her bedroom, and she wanted to move him down here, so I was cool with that. And in here, in this 10-gallon upright tank, we have my Crested gecko. I actually talked about this kind of enclosure recently in one of the videos that I made, which was how to save money on reptiles. Definitely check that out if you're interested in money and saving your money. If you feel like wasting it all, then by all means you can do that. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but in here, like I said, is my Crested gecko. Really cool gecko species. Really common, but they're really cool to watch. They have so many unique qualities that make them just really fun to keep. This guy does not like to be handled at all, but as you can see, there he is right there, avoiding me. But just a really awesome gecko species. They're really easy to keep. They eat mainly Crested gecko diet and fruit and some insects, and they also don't require any excess heat unless you live in a really cool climate like I do. I have a small heat pad in the back here just to keep it a little bit warmer in there because it's kind of cold down here. But they're really cool. As you can see, he's like licking his eyes right now, which is another interesting thing that they do. I could sit here and list off all the things about Crested geckos that make them really cool, or you guys could just, get one and own it and experience it for yourself because they are really, really awesome geckos. And just closing his lid up here. I just put the lid on like you would normal, and I use a clip to keep it on. So I could talk about that more, but I did upload a video about it just recently, so I'll leave you guys to that. In here is my high red goanite king snake. Definitely one of my favorite colubrid snakes, as well as king snakes, just because of their coloration. Most king snakes are kind of earth tone color, black, white, brown. But this guy, like his name suggests, is a nice red color. As you can see, I'll take him out for you guys. They are a little bit food aggressive, so hopefully I don't take a bite here. That wouldn't be any fun. But as you can see, this is Ralph, the high red goanite king snake. I originally got him as a rescue, as in, I was going to take him up. What would you guys see that hide just fall? Some paranormal stuff right there. But I originally got him with the intent of rehoming him when I, found the right home for him. But he started to grow on me, so I decided to keep him. Just a really, really awesome colubrid snake, as you can see. Really, really great. And if you use your imagination, you got to use your imagination a little bit, but I think they have kind of the same coloration as a coral cobra. Again, like I just said, you're going to have to use your imagination because obviously they're not even in the same family of snakes. But the coral cobra is definitely one of my favorite elapids, and this guy just kind of reminds me of him. But just a really, really great snake. One of my favorites for sure. And his home is just a 20-gallon aquarium that houses him pretty nicely in. Try and get that focused for you guys there. But you know, it's got just some live, or not, excuse me, not live plants. Yep, those are live. They look really fake, but you know, that's just how they are. Now, some fake plants and some hiding places, a big water dish, and aspen bedding. And he's really content in here. They eat like monsters, all king snakes do, but really great feeding response. Never have to worry about him eating anything, or excuse me, not eating anything, because whatever I put in there is going to be disposed of. In here is my Brazilian rainbow boa in this Exoterra, which I forgot to shut properly in my first take. My bad, but really cool enclosure. Got a lot of fake plants, a lot of hiding places, cork bark tubes, coconut halves, all that good stuff. And she's actually hiding over in the corner here. I'll have to take you guys mobile. But alright, sorry about that little interruption, guys. My dad got home. I just wanted to go say hi to him. But here's my Brazilian rainbow boa. She's just chilling on that cork bark tube up there. She really likes these hides that are in here that I silicone to the walls. She spends a lot of time in and on top of them. And like I said before, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, you'll definitely get to see a lot more of my animals and a lot better, you know, quality pictures than you will in videos like this. But just a really, really awesome snake. Definitely one of my favorite boa species, if not my favorite. Probably right up there with the anacondas, although I don't keep an anaconda. I really enjoy them as well. But just beautiful iridescence on these snakes, caused by the microscopic ridges on their scales. But just a really great snake as well. I know they're kind of known for having, you know, sort of ill-tempered, but mine is exceptionally tame, and I'm sure any would be if you handle them properly. But in this glass aquarium right here, this 4x1 glass aquarium, is my red-tailed boa Reggie, who was originally a rescue as well, but I'm probably going to end up keeping him because he's definitely one of my favorite snakes. I love boas, you know, all kinds of boas, not just, you know, your common red-tailed boas, but you know, the rainbows and the sand boas and stuff like that as well. But in his enclosure, I have this this background. It's a AstroTurf background, same stuff I use for my gator and for my carpet python. I just think it looks kind of cool in here. I've got a big cat litter pan for him to soak in, some aspen bedding, and this little fake plant. And as you can see, he's just chilling in his hide right there, his little tree trunk hide. I would take him out, but it's kind of a hassle because I don't have clips that properly fit on this cage. I use like bricks. I know I'm kind of ghetto in that department, using the bricks to keep this shut. And he does have quite a feeding response on him. He eats everything I put in there, and anytime I open up this enclosure, he thinks there is food coming. So I'll just leave him be, and I'll take him out in a handling video for you guys in sometime soon. In the enclosure below his is my Irian carpet python in her 4x2 melamine enclosure, and she's doing exceptionally well also. She eats like a champion. You probably can't see it from this view. It's kind of far away, but she's got a big, large rat in her. Got a big lump in her side, but she's doing very well. She's got the 4x2x2 melamine enclosure. Her substrate is like pelleted straw. It's kind of weird, but I wanted to use different substrates for my enclosures just because I'm kind of weird like that. I have no idea why. You know, there's no reason other than just because. And it's a good substrate. When it gets moist, it kind of clumps together, makes it easy to clean up. And she's got the basking platform right here, provided by a radiant heat panel, keeps it about 90 degrees up there. And she's also got some fake plants in there as well, an assortment of those. And there she is right there. It's kind of a glare. Maybe I can like move over. Yeah, you really can't see her at all. There's a pretty bad glare, but she's just a really great snake. She's getting really big. She's probably over 6 feet now, and she's extremely tame as well, though. Carpet pythons, at least in my experience, the ones that I've seen, the ones that I've had the chance to handle at shows and stuff, have all been very tame. You know, I think it's kind of a myth that they can be aggressive. I'm sure they are as babies, but with some proper handling and care, I'm sure most snakes can tame down very well. That's something I always stress, is that, you know, the work you put into keeping reptiles is what you're going to get out. If you handle your snakes properly, or any reptile for that matter, you'll end up with one that's more tame than if you don't properly take care of them. Kind of a weird tangent to go off on, but yeah, I'm gonna go over here now and just take out these two snakes in these tubs for you guys. I don't usually keep my snakes in tubs, but in the case of my blood python, she's really shy and she doesn't eat very well in glass aquariums. And with my sand boa, because he spends most of his time, you know, burrowed away and hiding, I figured I would put him in this tub just to save some space, because you guys can see there's not a whole lot of space in this room. And this is just a little 16-quart tub. And as you can see, burrowed away like sand boas do, just the normal Kenyan sand boa behavior. I keep mine on aspen. You know, you guys can keep yours on sand if you really want to, but I think aspen is just a cleaner substrate, easier to keep clean. As you can see, is right here. And another really tame snake. I don't really own any snakes that are aggressive by any means. I handle most of my snakes very often, so I don't really have to worry about that. But here's my Kenyan sand boa. This is my first boa that I own, and I definitely recommend them as a first boa for anyone. They're really, really cool snakes. Really awesome colors, especially in all the color mutations that they have. And they're just really cool to observe. You know, as far as viewing goes, they're definitely not a good snake for viewing, like, you know, a green tree python or something like that would be more of a display animal. But just a really, really great snake. Trying to focus there for you guys. And definitely one of my favorites. I've had this guy for a while now, probably approaching a year at this point, which is kind of strange because if you see, he's a really, really small snake. I don't power feed him by any means. You know, he's eaten pinkies since he was born, and he still eats those, and he's just doing really well. Definitely one of my favorites for sure. I know I say that about all my snakes. You know, if I had to pick a favorite, I'd probably pick my carpet python, but I probably got to be quiet because, you know, there's a lot of snakes in this room, and I don't want to piss any of them off. But there he is right there. Awesome little snake. Big fan of the sand boas for sure, like a lot of other animals. But yeah, one thing I struggle with over here, as you can probably see, is with the cords and stuff. I have a lot of wires and cords and stuff everywhere, which is kind of a pain, but you know, gonna have to just deal with that, I guess. Alright, in this just a 28 quart bin is my blood python Lefty. She got her name because she has a really small left eye. And if you hear that bird sound, that's actually I have a clock up here. And if you guys have watched my videos for any amount of time, you'll know that this goes off pretty much every time I make a video. It's really awesome. Good times. But there's my blood python going in a really deep shed. But she's also very tame as well. Even when she's in a shed, she's very calm. But as you can see, you can tell she's going into a shed soon, is because she's kind of got a dull color. She's kind of milky looking, especially on her belly. And her eyes are kind of blue, if you can see. She's probably not going to want to show you guys. And she got her name Lefty because she was born with a small left eye. I don't think she can see out of, but that hasn't stopped her from eating very well. It did make her a little bit shy in the beginning, especially in, you know, glass aquariums, because they're so you can see through them on all sides. I think that stressed her out a little bit. But yeah, just a really, really awesome snake. I love blood pythons for sure. Probably one of my favorite python species. They're just really, really awesome. I love how thick-bodied they are. You know, as adults, they get almost the thickness of like a Burmese python, but they stay a lot smaller. And you know, I own a ball python that's probably a year or two old now, and is still probably about the same size, at least in girth, as this snake right here. And this snake's not even a year old yet. So just really, really cool snakes to keep. They're probably not the best beginner pythons, but you know, they're not rocket science to keep. You know, I keep mine in this little tub with newspaper, a big water dish for her, and a hide. And I put this other piece of newspaper on top here just to help keep her, you know, make her feel like she's concealed all the time. And that helps keep the stress down. And I use a heat pad, which I can't find. Oh, it's on this side. I use a heat pad, and I keep that the correct temperatures with a thermostat, which works very well. And as you can see, lots of cords down here, lots of thermostats and all that other stuff. Not the best setup in the world, but you know, I'm thankful to have this space to keep my reptiles in. So in here, in this empty-looking box, is my Argentine black and white tegu Eleanor. It's just a 4x2 melamine box. She's got her basking rock over there, you know, some heat lamps. water dishes, all this kind of stuff. Her substrate is coconut chips mixed with the coconut fiber. I think that works really well. And in the corner there we have some moss that she can go and hide in. It's kind of like a humid microclimate as well. And down in there, I don't know, she's kind of weird. She's been brumating, which is why I'm not going to take her out, but she's kind of a weird little animal because if you look, there's a hide right here that she could go in and hide in, but instead she decided to make a burrow like in the top. You know, I'm not going to complain. And as you can see, I situated the weed plant, or a little bit of this weed-looking plant, right in there so she can keep her marijuana plant with her because, as we all know, Eleanor is quite a stoner, that little tegu is. And, you know, don't let the police watch this video or anything because, you know, they'll come and they'll take her weed from her. But, yeah, so those are all the animals in my room. I'm going to go in my other room and show you guys my alligator and show you guys my fire-bellied toad tank. I'm not going to show you any turtles or leopard geckos in this video. I'll link you guys to videos where you can check those out. Main reason is I don't feel like my turtles setup isn't complete yet. This pond liner right here, it's a big pond liner, but when we move some of this stuff out, we're going to make an enclosure using this pond liner, or not pond liner, but it's you know, a big pond tub that we used to keep koi in, and we're gonna make a really awesome enclosure with this soon. And I want what I show you guys in this video to be showcasing my best stuff and not, you know, all my turtles in their cramped tank right now. But soon they will be in here, and probably in the summer they'll be in the big koi pond that's out there now that has also been redone. So let's just go into the other room. I'll see you guys there. Alright, last but not least, here we have my fire-bellied toads in their little 10-gallon aquarium. Fire-bellied toads are really good beginner amphibians. Obviously they're not reptiles, but they're good beginner amphibians, although all amphibians are not really suitable for handling just because of the oils and salts in our skin. They can absorb through their skin. That's how they obtain their moistures. They absorb it through their skin, and the oils and salts in our hands can harm them, so obviously you don't want that. So if you're looking for an animal to handle more, this is probably not it, but if you're looking for a good display animal, you know, look no further. These are really cool animals to observe, and they're really easy to keep as well. I keep mine in this 10-gallon aquarium, and they just have a small pool of water. In my experience, they don't like a lot of deep water. I know people argue with me about this all the time, but you know, if you have like 5 inches of water, they're really not going to use much of it. They do enjoy more just sitting in shallow water, and that's all they really need to be healthy. And so they have that. They have a lot of live plants in their tank, and their tank's really nice because there's a lot of microorganisms along with the plants that help break down waste, so I don't have to clean it a lot. And what I don't get, the filter, you know, pretty much does the rest. I have a small plant right here, and I have this creeping Jenny plant over here. And I also have, if I can show you guys, I also have a filter that, you know, drops down into this little like creek system that flows back into here, and it's just kind of a nice little addition. It keeps the water moving, adds a little bit of ambiance to it as well, and just a really cool little tank. It was really easy to set up as well, and it's just a nice little thing to have. I need a light for it, so it's a little bit easier to view, but just a really nice tank. And yeah, so those are my fire-bellies, just kind of chilling out there. Probably gotta feed these guys a little bit later, but yeah, very cool animals to keep, and I definitely recommend them for beginner amphibians. Alright, and I'm going to leave you guys with Reggie again, because in the segment I did of him earlier, you couldn't see him very well, and now he's out of his hide and being curious as always. And I just wanted to leave you guys saying thank you guys for watching this video. If you're here thus far, please feel free to like the video, favorite the video, comment on the video, subscribe if you already haven't, you know, share the video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, you know, Google+, the revolutionary new Google+. I'm sure YouTube would probably shut down my channel if I didn't talk about Google+. So hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, and thank you guys for allowing me to continue to do what I do by supporting my channel, because not only do I get to showcase what I do and some really amazing reptiles, I also get to educate others on these magnificent animals, because as amazing as reptiles are, they're also very misunderstood, and by supporting my channel you help me in, you know, my cause to educate others on these animals. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.